Hello, my dear students. Welcome to the final year 5th sem electronics class. Already all of you have taken the syllabus. Okay. What is your fifth paper? Fifth paper is VHDL and Verilog. Okay. Let us start to study the VHDL in this session. Okay. In coming classes we are going to study the Verilog. Okay, let us start with the VHDL. What is VHDL? VHDL stands for VHSIC Hardware Description Language. What is VHSIC stands for? It is Very High Speed Integrated Circuit. Okay. Let us repeat the acronym of VHDL is VHSIC Hardware Description Language. What is VHSIC? It is Very High Speed Integrated Circuit. Okay. Now you understood the acronym for the VHDL, that is VHSIC Hardware Description Language. Okay. But why this language is introduced and what is this language? Actually this VHDL is a one language. Okay. For any language, how you are studying? So first you are studying the alphabets, next the sentences, next the paragraph, next the writing the full book or the text. In the same way, for this language also you are going to study the alphabets, sentences, and next writing the paragraphs, and next writing the text or the book. Okay, and this VHDL is mainly designed for the digital circuits. Mainly designed for the digital circuits. That means we are going to write the VHDL programs for the digital circuits. All of you know what are the digital circuits. Okay. Now let us move to the history of this VHDL. Okay. Briefly just we should study this history, just only it is for our understanding purpose. Okay. It is started in the year 1981. Initially what happens, this VHDL is designed for the DoD, that is Department of Defense. Okay. More than 5 US companies are working for this VHDL and they are preparing the programs, that is hardware descriptive language, for this Department of Defense. But all the companies are using different hardware descriptive languages and it is very difficult to implement the different hardware languages for that company, and that is for that defense. So next what happens, these three companies took the contract for this VHDL to design the VHDL for this DoD with same HDL, and they achieved also, and they have released the version 7.2 in 1985. And when they released this 7 version, then it increases the demand of this language. And next what happens, all together have taken the IEEE standard for this language also, and next it is also the ANSI standard also. Okay, finally some of the new modifications are added and next version is also released in 1983. Now it is IEEE standard 1076 and 1993. Okay, this is some brief history about the VHDL for understanding. My dear students, here you are having a one assignment. What is that means? You should study what is IEEE and what is ANSI standard. Okay. Next, let us study what are the features of this VHDL. So main important feature is it is not a case sensitive language. I think all of you should know what is case sensitive. So case sensitive is nothing but it is going to differentiate the lowercase letters and the uppercase letters. Okay, actually in almost all other computer languages it is there. You should, for example, if you have studied the C language, means you know that the C language is always written in the lowercase letters. It is not going to accept the capital letters, whereas one important and the easiest feature here is it is not a case sensitive. That means you can use any of the alphabets. That is, you can write the programs in small case letters or in the capital letters. Okay, and another one important thing is each statement should end with a semicolon. Okay, each statement should end with a semicolon. And the next one is it is strongly type checked language. What do you mean by strongly type checked language? Means this program is not going to accept a single mistake. If you have done any single mistake, any small mistake, that means in the program any comma or any full stop is missing, then your program is not going to execute it. Okay, usually in almost all languages, computer language, these are the strongly type checked languages. And next, it supports hierarchies. That means what is one hierarchy is there in the BSc? How we have to study? First year, second year, final year. That is called the hierarchy. You can't study final year, second year and the first year, or second year. So in the same way, it has some hierarchies that you have to follow. And it has a multi-valued logic. More than one value logic can be accepted. And it has a test and simulation. When you are doing the practicals, then you come to know what is the test and the simulations. Okay, these are some important features of the VHDL. Okay, other than this also we are having some features. Okay, next let us study how many types of the VHDL models are there. That means in how many ways you are going to write the VHDL programs. Actually in other languages we are calling it as a programs, whereas in VHDL we are calling it as a models. Okay, three types of the models are there: behavioral model, data flow model and the structural model. Actually another one language is there, that is mixed type, that is not so popular, and in our syllabus also we are not studying that one. Only we are studying behavioral model, data flow model and the structural model. Okay, in next coming classes we are going to study one by one. And next, what are the basic language elements are there? One is the identifiers, data objects, data types and the operators. What I told, this is the one language you should study the what are the alphabets we are using, how we are going to make the sentence, how we are going to write the paragraph. Okay, all these are comes in the, they are called the language elements. These are the VHDL basic language elements. They are the identifiers, data objects, data types and the operators. Okay, let us study one by one. Today's class we are going to study the identifiers. Okay, mainly two types of the identifiers are there: basic identifiers and the extended identifiers. What are the basic identifiers? Basic identifiers are the composed of sequence of one or more characters. What are the basic identifiers? Composed are the sequence of one or more characters. What is the meaning of this? Means set of the characters. It may be the one character or it may be more than one characters. They are called the basic identifiers. Okay, and for these basic identifiers, which type of the characters and what are the numbers you are going to use? Means you can use the uppercase and the lowercase letters. All of you know it is A to Z and the small a to Z. And what are the digits you are going to use? That is from 0 to 9, and the underscore character also you can use for this basic identifiers. And what are the rules? Rules for identifier declaration means here that includes any letter, number or the underscore, and they must begin with a letter, and it cannot be a VHDL keyword, and it must be 8 characters only, and you cannot use this 2 underscore characters simultaneously. Okay, actually these identifiers we are using to give the signal names here. Okay, I already told VHDL is designed for the digital circuits. In the digital circuits, we are using the inputs and the outputs. That inputs and the outputs are taken as a signals. Okay, for the naming of the signals, we are using this identifiers. Okay, in that first one is the basic identifiers. Okay, and that basic identifier is nothing but what? It is a set or the sequence of a or the composed of a characters. What are the characters you are going to use? You can use the capital A to capital Z, small a to small z, and you can use the digits from 0 to 9, and you can use the underscore character, but there is a restriction for 2 consecutive underscore characters. Okay, and these are the signaling. So whenever we are using this identifier for giving the names of the signals, then these are the rules. Okay, next let us study the examples for the valid identifier. So I already told this is a one basic identifier. It is set of characters. You can use the characters capital A to Z and small a to Z. You can use the underscore also. Okay, and this is the one example. This is the another one example, and this is the another one example. And this is what your invalid identifier. That means your signal name or the identifier name cannot start with underscore character. And another one important thing is you in and out. Actually these are the keywords. What are the keywords that you are going to study in the next class? For this class, understood that what are the keywords means keywords are the reserved words. The meaning of the keywords cannot be changed by the programmer. They are the built-in. That means that is designed by the manufacturer. They are called the keywords. You cannot use the keyword as an identifier. Okay, and another one thing is another one invalid is this one. 2 underscore characters cannot be used consecutively. These are the invalid identifiers and these are the valid identifiers. Okay, and what are the extended identifiers? Actually the extended identifiers are the basic identifiers. Only the thing is here this extended identifiers we are writing in this 2 backslash characters. Okay, this is the backslash character. Okay, sequence of characters written in between two backslashes, then they are called the extended identifiers. Okay, what are the extended identifiers? The extended identifiers are the basic identifiers, but they are written in two backslashes. Okay, and once again, the what are the characters you can use means all the characters what we are using for the basic identifiers, and here you can use the characters like this, this, and exclamation at dollar sign also you can use. And lower, but remember that another one important thing here is the lower and uppercase letters are distinct. Okay, till now in the basic identifiers, if you are writing the lower or the uppercase, then there is no distinct. That means here you see this is the TEST, that is small case letter, that is written in between two backslash characters, then it is called the extended identifiers. Okay, done. But the same test if I have written using the capital letter, if only I have changed this T as capital T, then this test is different and that test is different. That is the point here, lower and uppercase letters are distinct. Okay, and here you can use this one, anything you can write. So the set of characters written in between these two backslash characters, they are called the extended identifiers. Okay, next let us move to the comments in the VHDL. How we are going to represent the comments in the VHDL? Actually, what do you mean by comments? Non-executable statements is nothing but comments. Okay, when you can ask the questions that when they are non-executable, then why we have to write it? Actually, to understand the some concept of the statements, we are using the comment line. When we are writing the programs, then you come to know that where and why we are going to use the comment lines. Actually, what happens, anywhere in the program you can write the comments just to understand that execution or the process of that statement. Okay, usually what happens, we are writing the any type of the programming language, it may be the VHDL or it may be the C, Java, anything. When we writing the program means we are writing the programs for the vendors, that means users. Okay, so to understand that users, we have to write the some explanation of that statements using the comment line. Okay, so they should understand. Here for example, you think that here the below statement is going to add the two numbers. Okay, so if you want to say, then you are going to write, they are called the comment lines. In the VHDL, that comment line begins with 2 underscore characters. Okay, this 2 underscore characters. So that is what I told. Okay, that 2 consecutive underscore cannot be used as an identifiers. Okay. Okay, how, let us see the one example here. The comment extends to the end of the lines, can appear anywhere within description. Okay, and here you see this in your program, here the line begins with 2 underscore characters. It means that here the comment begins. Okay, for your understanding, I have wrote also here, this is an comment line, ends at the line of the end. That means, so whatever I am written from this end to this end, this is a non-executable statement. Okay, if you want to continue this comment line, once again you should start with this 2 underscore characters. Okay, if you have not written this, means it is a one statement, executable statement. If you have started with this one, then it is an comment line. So okay, if your comment line continues, means you should start with this underscore character. Okay, so here I have written this 4 lines. If our comment, it is not end with this end of the line. If it continues for the second, once again you should start with this comment line. These are 2 underscore characters. Okay, and after this you are going to write the executable statement. Okay, let us hope that all are able to understand this video. Please go through this video twice or the thrice. Okay, if you are getting any doubts, then you can put your questions in the comment box, or you can write your questions from 11 AM to 1 PM. Okay, the Telegram group is open for discussion. You write the question and clarify your doubts. Okay, next I will meet you in the next class. Thank you, my dear students.